some simple back mobility exercises. First one, laying down on your back, feeling comfortable. If the back is a bit stiff, you might like to just do a little bit of that pelvic tilt where you're gently arching and flattening into the lower back. When you do these back mobility exercises, just be mindful, how does it feel? Is it comfortable? And which stretches feel better for you? So not always all stretches are right for everyone. Sometimes you might find it's better to do flexing stretches more. Sometimes you might find it's better to do extending stretches more. So pelvic tilts gives you a feeling for how your spine is feeling, how it's ready to do movement. So the first flexing exercise is you could bring your knees towards your chest, holding on. Again, you can mobilize it by just doing little pulses, knees towards and away from the chest. Generally speaking, you get a little bit more stretch in the back when the legs are closer together rather than wide apart. Just feeling that nice release. You could hold the stretching. If you even want a little bit more stretch and your neck feels okay, you could bring the head up towards the knees, the ball stretch. And then relax it back. Take a breath. So this is the more flexing type stretches. Sometimes after doing that, it's just nice to do a little bit of rocking to make sure your back is loosened off and feeling comfortable. Then another way to get some stretching is we could do some stretching laying on the tummy for the back bend. So if you come over onto your belly, legs out long, find a place whether apart or together where it feels better for you to stretch. Rest your pelvis down and just prop yourself, if it feels okay, up on your forearms. Be mindful that your shoulders are not all hunchy. Keep nice and long, more or less looking forward. You should just feel you get a nice light stretch either into the back, maybe even the front, the tummy area. Breathing. If the back is feeling very stiff, you might just prop yourself a little bit up on your forearms, this way. Or if you feel like it needs a little mobilizing, you could do some cobras with the hands to the sides, supported, and just do a little bit of inhale up and exhale down. Just to help get that movement into that lower back spine with the cobra exercise. Inhaling and releasing. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Just trying to feel that movement along the spine. Each individual vertebra starting to move and wake up. So these are nice, simple back extension mobility exercises. From here you could come up to hands and knees. And the cat position is another way to get mobility into your spine. So cat stretch. In hands and knees, knees under hips, hands in line with shoulders. Focusing on the spine. So you can flex the spine by tucking the tail under and rounding the back. You can extend the spine by tail out, opening the heart and looking forward slightly. So these are variations of just doing that nice cat stretch. Breathing out as you gently flex the spine. Breathing in as you gently extend the spine. Breathing out. And breathing in. This is another way to get mobility into the spine. You can also do the movement so that it's not just a forward and back move, but add a little bit of circle. So you could do some circling through the waist to just get a little bit more sideways movement in the spine as well. Call this the hula cat action. Can go in both directions. This requires a little bit more awareness and control. And you can focus this from lower right up to the upper back, so you can sort of think of circling through the middle upper back too. A little bit trickier when you do it up here, but again it's just trying to get that mobility into those spinal joints and around the rib cage, both directions. If your knees are a little uncomfortable in this position, remember, put some padding underneath. And then another way of getting mobility is the child stretch. So if your knees and ankles feel okay, you can exhale and just sink back. Soften the elbows and gently round the back into child stretch. And then come forward, back up into tabletop. And again, exhale, tuck your tail, round the back a little. Rest the back as you drop the elbows and just curl yourself down, flexing the spine gently. And then inhale, gently coming back out. And one more. So they're all different ways of just trying to get movement back into the spine. Just do it easily and comfortably. And these are the simple spinal mobility exercises.